Hey everyone, RemeiRagingFurry here. Sorry that my Twitch stream has been delayed. I planned it for about 2 o'clock my time, and it is now 5:39 p.m. It should be happening tomorrow, because there was just a couple things that got in my way today that I won't be able to do it in the time that I want to. Unless I do it very late tonight, which I'm not sure I should be doing. But I planned a little supplementary video for you because it occurred to me that I don't think the distribution of characters is equal. Now, we have 34 characters here. That's a lot of characters to choose from. 34 divided by 4 types of characters is 8.5. 4 types of characters: turning, acceleration, speed, and balanced. But they only have 3 categories. They have the regular all characters category, they have beginner, intermediate, and advanced. Now tell me where you see a discrepancy. There's 8 beginner characters, right? There's 10 advanced characters. How many balanced characters are there?
1, 2, let's see, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay, see, that's interesting. For actual balanced characters, there's only 7 of them. There's 9 acceleration characters. So clearly we see where the love is. 10 speed characters, 9 acceleration characters, 8 beginner characters, and 7 balanced characters. You tell me there is not a discrepancy there. I hope they're planning to even this out, because there should be equal representation for all the types.
Personally, I think there should be more acceleration characters, but that's because I'm biased as fuck.
Point being, too many fucking speed characters, bro. Fix that shit. The next 3 characters, in order to start balancing this out, need to be at least 2 balanced characters and 1 handling character to balance out the ratio. It's kind of funny that balanced characters actually receive the least amount of characters, but with the Spyro Grand Prix, I'm pretty sure Spyro is going to be a balanced type. And another thing while we're at it, let's check the stat distribution. If you look right here, let's see. They have
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 notches for each little thing.
For each little stat displayer. They have 3 speed, 4 acceleration, and 7 turning. That adds up to a goddamn grand total of 14. Now what do we have here? We have 5, 5, and 5. That's 15. 15, man. That's 15 different stat points to distribute. Technically, these characters should be the most powerful characters to drive, but for some reason they aren't, because they have that weird transition period. They have 15 right there, there's 14 right there. Then when you go to acceleration characters, look at this. Oh, maybe I was wrong. Because see, when you look at that, that also comes up to a grand total of 14. They come up to an even lesser total than 14. The balanced characters have 15 stat distribution points, with the beginner and acceleration characters both having 14. But if you go to the speed characters, which there is plenty of, mind you, you get a stat distribution of only 12. Only 12.
Only 12.
You have 7 speed, 3 acceleration, and 2 turning. Now I was gonna say that like speed characters needed a fucking nerf. They have way less stats. Well, way less stat distribution points. Of course, you can't say that displayed stats equal real stats, because sometimes I'd argue that speed characters turn better than acceleration characters. But I'm actually a little surprised. They're already nerfed compared to the other types of characters. They have less stat distribution than beginner, than handling and acceleration are technically the worst type of character to play. Even though if you know how to play a speed character online, you're fucking gone. Where is the logic? I hope it gave you some thought on what you would like to change if you were in charge of this. Personally, my thoughts is that for whatever reason, speed characters need an even further nerf. Or, might I suggest this aside from a nerf, because that might make a lot of people mad at me. Have a small customization system. Have certain characters have slightly better stats than one another. Like, let's just have Tiny as a base, for example. What if we gave Crunch less speed, but gave him, in turn, one more piece of acceleration and turning? Because he is, for instance, much smaller than Tiny, so he could trade off some of his speed for acceleration and turning. You get the gist? Or let's go to the beginner characters. Take Krunk, for example. He's huge. He is huge. Here is what I would suggest. A character like Baby Crash, fine, turning. Go over to Krunk. He's much bigger. Up his speed a little bit. Up his speed and maybe his acceleration? Or just maybe up his speed like 2 notches. Take away 2 or 3 of his turning ability. It'll work. Well, I mean, it could work. I propose this kind of system for other characters too. Like Oxide should definitely have more speed, a little bit less turning. Like, he's the fastest thing alive! Oh god, that was a horrible impression. Get ready to race for the fate of your planet! Hopefully that was a better impression. Honestly, I don't know what I was thinking trying it without practicing first. Really, it's a little bit harder for me to recommend these weird stat changes because all of the quote-unquote intermediate characters are all pretty medium-sized. Which is interesting. You could chalk it up straight up to the fact that, you know, they have different capabilities. Like Komodo Joe, I would up his acceleration by 2 and decrease his speed and turning by 1 each. And that would give him a different playstyle than the rest of them. Which would be pretty fucking dope. What would you do? What would you change? Let me know in the comments. I genuinely hope you enjoyed this video and I hope you nuzzle someone's muzzle today.